Okay, everybody, how's it going? Today we begin another video game compilation. So, yeah, we are starting Capcom Classics Collection on the PlayStation 2, playing it from real hardware this time. And as you can see, we got around 20 titles, 20 something titles. All of them arcade games from the early era of Capcom, from the very first title of Capcom ever released, which is Vulgus, released in '84, all the way through pretty much the '80s, featuring some of the main titles of this company, such as Street Fighter 2, Champion Edition, Turbo, and even Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Yeah, this is a game that got released for the Super Nintendo, but also got featured in this collection, surprisingly or not. But it's always nice to have actually this game that was originally released on the Super Nintendo, which of course we're gonna play at some point for this collection feature. I'm not gonna go in alphabetic order or chronological order. I'm just gonna pick games, um, let's say at random. But today I'm gonna start with a classic. Well, all of these games are classics, but probably this is more classic than anything else, which is Street Fighter 2. The original Street Fighter 2, though, the World Warrior. Of course, at some other point we will be doing Champion Edition and Hyper Fighting, or Street Fighter 2 Turbo, as it is also known as. So we're gonna play this on easy because the idea is to beat the game and have a good time. Especially if I'm playing from the real hardware. I'm not a big fan of playing fighting games with a controller. I'd rather use a keyboard. That's definitely the best way to play fighting games. Of course, people will disagree with me. They will definitely say that they prefer either a controller or an arcade stick, but commands are not accurate in either of those, so keyboard is the way to go, in my opinion. But we're playing this on a console, so obviously we have no choice. So we are activating the sound remix for this version. Of course, we are gonna play these titles again and again in other Capcom game compilations, because there are quite a few for the PlayStation 2, for the PSP, for the PC, you name it. And of course, at some other point, we're gonna be playing this very same game, but probably without some remixes or enhanced graphics or whatever they might feature. The idea is to basically bring in every experience something quote unquote different, even though in essence it is always the same game. Okay, I'm gonna lower the volume of the TV though, because it feels like it's gonna be a little bit on the loud side, and well, you're gonna hear it also from the capturing itself. So there might be some, delay in the sounds from the actual capturing and from what the microphone picks up from the TV. So that's why I'm keeping it separate in one way or another. Yeah, on the easiest difficulty, the arcade game is pretty doable. Not easy, super simple. We're gonna go for arcade mode, obviously. So this has the sound remix, so the music definitely sounds more modern. I wouldn't say better, but more modern. We're going for Ryu. Ryu and Ken, those are my choices. Those are the characters that most of noobs play as, and I am one of them. Even though I am quite experienced playing Street Fighter games. Oh yeah, maybe I have to change the controls. Let me take a look. Yeah, or not? No, there is no need. We're done. Yeah, I got the medium and high punches and kicks easier to access. I basically put the light punch and light kick for the shoulder buttons, which I pretty much never use. Is it me, or also the sound effects from the characters themselves are kind of remaked or remixed? Oh, the music for sure. Yeah, that was pretty simple. Obviously, it's the first battle, so... Yeah, this is kind of funny. Deal with an arcade game with loading times. Well, it is what it is. I don't want to make it sound like a complaint. E Honda, I have no idea what the E standed for. Maybe Edward? I don't know, but I forgot. I'm not too much into the story of Street Fighter, even though I've been kind of interested in taking a look at some of the anime movies. There's also a TV show, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or more than just one TV show. But I've been kind of interested in taking a look at some of the animes for this series. I mean, I know there are several. I don't know how many, or if they are any good. You know, the one that comes to mind immediately is the one from the very old meme of Bison saying that the tears are delicious, or something along those lines. I think that's the TV show that pretty much, probably most of you did consume or did watch back in the day. It also came out here. Remember, guys, that every single, or pretty much 90% of the cartoons that got released in the 80s and 90s in the United States also came out in here. Probably not at the same time, but we got them all, trust me. To this day, I still got like comments and questions from people in whatever old video in which I made certain comment about an old TV show or cartoon. People like kind of are surprised that I actually watched the whatever American cartoon or any cartoon for that matter that came out in the United States, that I kind of watched back in the day, basically pre-assuming that in Chile we also got Chilean or South American cartoons, which basically didn't exist. So all we got was American products and Japanese products, animes as well. So all you guys got, we got it too, and probably in more quantity than even you guys got it. So my point is, our childhoods are very similar regardless of the part of the world you are from. In terms of media, you know, entertainment media. I've been talking too much, so I haven't been appreciating the game or the new music enough. By the way, as you can see, the highest score at the very top of the screen was obtained by S. That means myself. Yeah, it was a run that I actually had earlier today in order to practice, to see if it was actually feasible to do a whole run of the game, even on the easiest difficulty. So at least we can attempt to beat a fighting game, well, Street Fighter specifically, on a console. Remember, like I said, I'm not good at fighting games, probably with the exception of Mortal Kombat, because I know how to break the CPU. But I'm not good at them with a controller in general. And Street Fighter is definitely one of them, even though I'm making it seem different. But some of these commands barely work. I mean, I'm pretty sure later in the run you will see me struggle like a motherfucker to perform a single Hadouken. Not to mention a Shoryuken, which I think I haven't done so far. I mean, I always like to vary the moves and make them diverse, even though a character like Ryu and Ken always offer the same shit in every game. But you know what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to like spam the same move again and again. As, I mean, matter of fact, all I've been doing is punching and kicking at close range, and when they are stunned, I try to do some throws because they take a lot of or they do a lot of damage, as you can see. Here you have a Shoryuken at least. But yeah, I definitely suits me better to do this on a keyboard. But at some other point, I'll be doing the Street Fighter collection, which also came out on Steam, if I'm not mistaken. I was thinking, okay, I would get it either for the Switch or for PS4, but then I realized, okay, all of these games are classic Street Fighter games that I've been playing on emulators for years. Isn't it better if I play it in the most comfortable way for myself with a keyboard? So I rather get the PC version, and that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm dead. Almost. Okay, from this side, for some reason the Hadoukens work better, but of course, all of a sudden the CPU gets smart and dodge them. That's fine. I mean, I wasn't expecting to 1cc this thing, and well, if you do that, actually, if I'm not mistaken, you get like the real ending with the full credits and everything. I don't think I've ever gone that, to be honest. Or if I did, must have been like once, and I barely remember it. Must have been a while ago. Haven't been keeping count of how many characters have been defeated. Well, Battle 6, it should be like, this is like the 5th guy then. Yeah, I did the Shuriken just out of fanciness. I mean, if it is about being practical, I would have done something like this instead. That's fine. Yeah, it seems like the actual human sounds, if you will, are also sound more clear. Graphically speaking, it's exactly the same game. It's just a sound remix, just as the game suggests. Yeah, this throw priority from Zangief, it's always been problematic. Okay, he's blocking too much for my taste. That's fine. Yeah, he's doing everything to avoid my Hadoukens. Pretty much how I lost last time. But we still got one round to recover from the previous humiliation, so to speak. I'm not gonna... I mean, I know I'm gonna beat this eventually, as I'm not remotely annoyed. Stun. Always lovely. Hey! A Hadouken that worked on my first command. What's with the priorities? It calls my attention because, for the most part, when I did my previous run, I mean, regardless of the character I was playing against, I never had trouble with this low kick priorities. Yeah, leaving Zangief and Blanca for the later fights, it could be problematic because they tend to be more aggressive, obviously. Look at how easy you get them stunned. But yeah, I mean, I see some excessive blocking from the CPU, which I insist it didn't happen when I actually played it. in this practice run 2 hours ago. Okay, he did a E Honda move. Wow, he's literally blocking everything, having all the priorities. He has literally taken no damage. I don't know if that, like, the difficulty switches in between rounds, because the first round it was so easy to hit him. I got him stunned in no time, and now couldn't connect anything. He got very defensive from the very beginning. Should be a stun by now. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this fight. With catchers that doing very little fuck you up very quickly. So we played through the first bonus, right? The car. Must have been like in the middle of my commentary, so I didn't pay attention. Brazil. Yeah, I'm definitely more worried about Blanca than Chun-Li, even though I'm pretty sure Chun-Li will probably kick my ass a couple times. Not to mention Blanca. Well, we got a good start, at least. Yeah, throw priorities, I love it. And not excessive blocking. That's what I like. I mean, I can admit an aggressive CPU as long as he doesn't get ultra defensive and cheap, basically. That's essentially what it is. How easy that was in comparison to the previous battle. Holy shit. That's so weird. So we only got Chun-Li left from the regulars. Well, let's say we got a bonus first. Yeah. This is the one bonus game that I think I've never gotten a perfect off. Never, ever, ever. I think my record must have been like 19. I always leave one of them go, or I trip into one of those. Well, first time I ever get a perfect on a live recording. Wow. Something, a cool story to tell my kids about, except I'm not gonna have kids. But anyway. Hey. Yeah, that was one of the barrels that didn't get destroyed immediately, but I did it the swipe kick, which is kind of the recommended way, I think. I'm glad that I got a perfect at least once. Yeah, with those high jumps, just like I do with Vega, I usually apply a shuriken, but you know, it's kind of hard to make it work. Wow, barely.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
That move is very M. Bison-like. Again, I could have perfectly applied some shuriken, but it didn't work. Because controllers. That's fine. I mean, she kicked me enough in the air, so I was very low in health. It's okay.
Round 3. Fight.
Hey, it started out just like the first round. Wow, that was cool. No, see, I'm trying to get a Hadouken, sorry. Dude, that was very similar, like how things developed in this round compared to the first one. Don't cry. Okay, now we got the bosses. Now, the only one that got me suffered enough from the regular catches was Zangief.
USA.
Because, like I said, excessive blocking and basically fucking me up with a couple of throws,
Round one.
doing very little. Balrog can also kick my ass. Remember how devastating his attacks are. I could have used a throw. Okay, a close one.
You win.
Nin Ball. If I'm not mistaken, Nini was one of the Capcom developers. I mean, that name appeared in a number of games from Capcom. Nice. Okay, I wanted to end it with a Shoryuken, but whatever.
You win.
Can't be fancy all the time, right? So I've been playing for 20 minutes. It feels like it's been less. Well, it took me a good 3 or 4 minutes probably to do the introduction and everything, rather than playing the game itself. But the game in general is like 20-25 minutes long, if you don't die that often, right?
Bang.
Okay. Vega and or called Balrog in Japan, blah blah blah.
Fight.
This is another character that I react a lot to with Shoryukens when he spams the air attacks, which I'm not gonna be able to do very often because, again, commands not super consistent on console, but basically countering with high kicks and being aggressive when necessary are enough.
Round two.
Good enough strategies to beat this guy. There. Nice. That's not gonna get him stunned, right? How about now? Come on, that didn't get him stunned? Hey, but at least I hit him enough. Let's see if I'll get enough score to actually surpass S. Alright. Final 2. Sagat should not be too much of a problem because in every version I know... Oh, yeah, first the bonus. In every version I know he spams the tiger move. I always get hit once in this one. Not by the fire necessarily. Could be by the barrel itself. This one didn't appear in the Super Nintendo game. Now that I remember the bonus games featured in the Street Fighter 2 Super Nintendo were kind of different. I remember they featured the bricks. I don't know if the car actually showed up. The barrels did show up.
Round one. Fight.
But yeah, the bricks, I think it was a console exclusive. Don't know them by heart for the Sega, for example. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, he kicked my ass from the very beginning.
You lose.
Gave me no time to react at all. And again, like I've been doing too much commentary, I haven't been appreciating the music enough. Oops. Okay, he's being super aggressive. Physically. I usually beat him very quickly just by getting him stunned after a couple of tigers he does, then throw him and finish him off with one or two more attacks. Oops. I meant to speed this up. I wonder if I change character, yeah, I'll be able to continue. You know, like in the case, I want to get the ending from another character. I just leave this other character I want to get the ending from for the final battle. But I do all the rest playing as the ones I'm more comfortable with. Ryo and Ken, for example. Yeah, I'm not actually making him throw the tigers first. Yeah, that's what I should have done from the beginning, but of course, it's too late. Yeah, but I immediately went for him, and that probably was counterproductive, so it's my fault. Yeah, always the same two moves. Cannot do it, but as you can see, even though I've been hitting him very consistently several times, for some reason CPU with much less in amount of attacks and quality of attacks still kills me first. At least that's the impression I get. I make more effort than he does and kills me. Quarter munchers do that a lot, like in general. So I'm not discovering anything, but still calls my attention.
Round one, fight!
See, I told you that I'll be doing Hadoukens less and less consistently every time. Consistently. Wow. From one of the easiest battles in the game, it became the hardest already. The recording curse? Probably. I blocked that, but whatever. Get him stunned, please. Alright, he didn't do the uppercut for some reason. Wow. Dude, every 15 minutes the dogs from the neighbors get super crazy. I'm trying to speed it up again. They get super crazy and bark like motherfuckers. I don't know if there are people passing by. We're still under the 30-minute mark, which is still acceptable, I guess. That's not what I meant to do at all. The Tatsumaki kick thing. So I lost like half of my health, and again, I never realized from what. Are you stunned? Oh, you're dead then. I gave him a dose of his own medicine, doing just precise attacks. I got him killed. Oh, he blocked it. Alright, since when? Yeah, is this round 2 syndrome after winning round 1? Dude, one tiger did a lot of damage. Again, since when? stun. Yeah, see? 3 precise attacks can make a shit ton of a difference. I should have won this a long time ago, but anyway. Sometimes luck has to hit you in the face. In one way or another. Okay, time to lose another 4 or 5 times against M. Bison this time around. It's okay. I mean, it's a game that I know under certain conditions, in this case, the easiest difficulty, it would be just a matter of time to complete it, to beat it. I love how aggressive he is, and no matter how close to him I am, I can't grab him. That's what I've been trying to do the whole round.
Round 2. Fight.
Wow. Yeah, when I'm pretty much dead. Well, I could have done a Hadouken, maybe I would have won, but
You lose.
it's kind of typical when like you react and get super aggressive and do a lot of damage. You practically have no health because you took hits like a fucking idiot at the beginning of the round. Oh shit, I keep pressing start, I didn't mean to.
9. Shoryuken.
Alright, I said I was going to lose 4 times. I'm keeping count. That was 1.
Round 1.
Alright.
Fight.
Yeah, the one time the Hadouken worked. Of course it wouldn't hit. I don't know how to explain this round. Oh yeah, I can.
Round
CPU always gets the priority. And I got a perfect. What kind of compensation is this?
win. Perfect.
I mean, I'm not gonna complain, but that was weird.
Round 3.
Some isolated times I get perfects against Bison. I wish I could get him stun more often though. And once again, I feel like with very little Bison almost got me. Okay. Want it more dramatic?
Win.
No, you don't. And that's the end, everybody. Told you, a matter of time. I feel more frustrated against Zangief than any other of the battles. So yeah, Ryu says, fuck the ceremony, I'm out of here. Alright, let's put a more decent name than S or Cum. No, it's tempting. But I've grown up now. Nah. So yeah, solitary person, whatever. Antisocial piece of shit. Anyway, that was Street Fighter 2, everybody. The original, of course, with remixed sounds, because we can. So, I'll be back tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow, Sunday, with more of this. Not gonna say more because I'm gonna make it obvious. So, let's make it obvious when it has to be made. Tomorrow. Take care.